Welcome to the Joy Work Show, the podcast that goes beyond the surface of business, right to the heart. We explore the real joy and the stories behind success, not just the moments of celebration, but the challenges that paved the way for them. Hiya, I'm Diane, and on this podcast, we know that joy isn't just about the good times. Often, the greatest joy comes right after the greatest challenge. And today, you have me solo, and we're talking about something that's uncomfortable, necessary, and transformative. So let's talk about courage. More specifically, what it means to reinforce your business with courage. Because strategy without courage is just a tick list. So this is the fourth in this series of my heart framework. And this is R, reinforce with courage. So why courage matters in business, and I would argue in life. So I want you to think back to a time in your business when you knew what you had to do, but couldn't do it. Maybe it was raising your prices, launching a new offer, showing your face online. I was terrified of that. Saying no to something that didn't align, or indeed saying no to a customer that didn't align, saying no to income that didn't align. You had the clarity, you even had the plan, you knew what you had to do, but you didn't have the courage. That is why this is the R in the heart framework. Reinforcing with courage means that once you've honoured your vision, evaluated the landscape, done your SWOT analysis, and aligned with your customer, all your strategy is in place. But now you've got to do the brave thing, the hard thing, the bold thing, the thing that wants to send you hiding under the duvet. You can't hide behind the planning forever. You can't hide behind the to-do list, the checklists, the making your website fancy, the coming up with your logo, choosing your colours. You can't hide it forever. At some point, the doing has to begin. And doing, taking the action, often feels terrifying. But if there's something that I've learned in business, the hard way and the good way, it is this, that courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision to move despite it. It's the feel the fear and do it anyway. But when you lean into your courage, when you go deep for your courage, you find that you have more alignment, you're doing something you believe in, you do something in trust, and you're building that trust with yourself and within your business. So I've had a lot of feel the fear and do it anyway moments in business and in my life and in my career. The older I get, and definitely from launching this business, I realise that feeling the fear and doing it anyway is something I do. It's something that I need. I need to feel that momentum. I need to keep pushing myself. And actually, when I find myself in a place of fear, I often want to take action to get out of it. It's not always the right action. That's when strategy comes into play. It's not always aligned, and there'll still be things that I will procrastinate on, but feeling the fear and doing it anyway seems to be a bit of a trademark. So a few of the things that have happened the last few years that were my feel the fear and do it anyway moments. Starting this business, leaving my career. I came out of the pandemic, 2 maternity leaves, pretty much back to back, 6 months back at the career in between. And I had a career to go back to. I loved it. I earned very good money. It paid for a very lovely lifestyle. My identity was wrapped up in it. This career that I had was everything that I was. But I also now had 2 little girls. And I had a deep rising feeling that if I didn't take the leap now or then, I never would. Was I terrified? Absolutely yes. Was I terrified of walking away from that secure income? Absolutely yes. Was there difficult conversations in this household? Also yes, and those conversations continue. But did I do it anyway? Yes, because I began to be more scared of going back than it was to go forward. So I knew there was fear. I knew I was scared. I knew there was doubt. But I had to take the leap because leaping backwards felt impossible. But that's where the courage comes in. That's where the courage comes in to believe in your intuition, believe in that you know what's right and what the next steps are to move, but believe that you have the hard work and the grit and the knowledge and the expertise and the belief in yourself to back yourself and do it. Launching the Joy Work Club, the Joy Work Members Club, and launching this podcast. I launched the Joy Work Club completely naively, and now looking back with the changes that I'm now making to the Joy Work Club community, I did it. I felt the fear and did it anyway. I did it 8 weeks into my business. I made the decision within 24 hours and launched it, and I ran with it, and I did some really big, bold things within the business to build the community the way that I wanted to build it. But I wasn't as true to myself as now I am with that community and what I want that community to be. But it gave me the members club. It gave me my membership. It gave me that community around me who wanted to work with me on a deeper, different level. And the members club was formed. And then launching the Joy Work Show, I actually sat on this idea too long. This was one that I did procrastinate over much more than I have in other decisions in my business, because there was other elements that scared me. I told myself that I needed the perfect setup. As you can see, I do not have that. I needed the perfect intro. I like to think my intro is pretty good now, but it's not perfect. I needed the perfect confidence. Don't even get me started on confidence, because I don't truly believe that it is a thing that we have until we learn it, until we build our belief and give it to ourselves before we lean into our courage and we teach ourselves we can have that confidence. But eventually I realized that the only way to build the confidence to do this was by doing, because courage is an action, confidence is a belief. So that's where my courage came in, to just do it, to stop worrying about the tech, to stop worrying about it being perfect, but worry about the impact that I wanted to have and the value that I wanted to deliver, and just do the thing. Everything else can come in time. Do I want a slick set? Absolutely. But that will come in time, because right now, filming it in my home office suits my business, my podcast, and my life. And that's the bit that's really, really important. And that's what I use to fuel my courage. And the last one that I can think where I've really dug into my courage in the last little while in business is saying no to the wrong clients. And this might be the scariest of all, because this isn't about you putting yourself out there. This is about saying no to opportunities that are right there in front of you. Because when you're building, the temptation to say yes to everything is real. And I did it, and I still have to keep myself in check. But saying no to misalignment makes space for what's right. I had to say no to a client who wasn't willing to pay what it was going to take for me to take them on as a client, and wanted it for cheaper. But if I took it on at cheaper, I wouldn't have been able to take on any more one-to-one clients for at least 6 months. So in the short term, the income would have been great, but in the long term, I wasn't giving myself the capacity to scale and therefore have further income. It was right at the beginning of my business. It was really, really scary. But if I had done that, I know I wouldn't be doing even 50% of what I'm doing now. And that's courage. So what does reinforcing with courage actually look like? So courage isn't just about huge dramatic gestures. Yes, I've said that I've done some overnight. I launched the Joy Work Club very, very quickly, very, very imperfect, decided, made the decision, announced it. That's how I had to do it. But I was so young into my business at that point that it was just really important that I made the move. But the most important courage, the one that's going to make the biggest continuous difference in your business, is the small daily decisions that say, I believe in this, I believe in my business, I believe in me, I back me, I've got this. Courage looks like pitching your offer one more time when you think that you have pitched it as much as you possibly can. It's sending the follow-up email when that gives you the ick or the heebie-jeebies. It's sending the DM to somebody to say, hi, thank you for following me. Do you know that I'm doing this? Would you like to sign up to my newsletter? Let me know if there's any way that I can help you. It's raising your prices and not justifying. It's saying no to people that want something for nothing from you. It's saying no to, could you just give me 5 minutes to help me out with this, when actually they could just pay you for your services. It's launching before you feel ready. It's launching before you feel ready. It's doing the hard thing consistently, not just once. Because courage doesn't exist just in one single act. It's not going to have the impact in just one single act, and it's not going to give you the results you want in one single act. It's a mindset that you return to over and over and over again to take the action that you need to take to get the results that you want to get. So when we think about the mindset of courage, I want you to think that you're not lacking courage because you feel afraid. Being scared does not mean that you do not have courage. You're lacking courage when you let that fear make your decisions for you. Fear is normal. Doubt is normal. Imposter syndrome, we all have it, whether you believe in it or not. We all have it. It exists. No matter how much money, how great your business is, how successful you are, it will still be there. It'll just show itself in a different way. But the shift happens when you stop waiting to feel fearless. And you start acting as the kind of business owner who can handle fear, who knows actually when you feel that fear is often when you're about to do something pure magic, something big in your business. You're about to do something that will get those results that you've always been dreaming of, but you've just been too scared. And here's something else. Every courageous act compounds. Every courageous act that you do compounds. Any repetition in your business, let's step away from courage for a minute. Every repetition within your business compounds. Habit stacking compounds. Creating new habits in your business compounds. So that works exactly the same as every courageous act. You build courage the way you build muscle, through repetition. Through keep telling yourself that I have the courage to do this, and you're also telling your mind and your body that you've got you believe in you believe in your business. And when you truly start to believe in that, everybody else will start to believe you too, because you're not giving them any reason to have any doubt. So how do you build your courage muscle? So let me give you 3 practical ways to reinforce your business with courage today. Make fear part of the process. Know that fear is going to show up, and when it does, don't fight it. Acknowledge it. Say to it, of course, this feels scary. I'm doing something new. Thank you for trying to keep me safe, but I've got this. Normalize the discomfort. Normalize the way that you're feeling, knowing that this discomfort only lasts whilst you're doing something that is courageous and bold and brave. Have a courageous conversation every single week. That client boundary that you've been avoiding, that client that you need to speak to who's either not paying, not turning up, not doing the work, or is just out of alignment with who you are now, have the conversation. The pitch that you have sat on and perfected and want to send to somebody you want to work with, have on your podcast, sell to, want anything at all, send it. Do one scary thing a week. If you're really brave, do one scary thing a day. But let's just go step by step. Do one scary thing a week. Just one. You'll be amazed what happens. Let's see the difference the compound effect can make for you. And then thirdly, create a courage ritual. Mine, make sure I feel good before I do the thing, whether that is an outfit, a top, makeup, my hair. Make sure I've had enough tea, that I'm ready to go. Blast a power playlist. Do some star jumps. Get the energy going round my body and repeat a few mantras. Remind myself who I am, and then I can do the scary thing. Courage isn't about waiting for the right moment. It's about creating the conditions to support you doing it anyway. And if you need to give yourself a prize once you've done the thing, do it. That chocolate bar, that walk outside, that glass of something nice, that getting a takeaway for dinner, whatever it is, congratulate yourself for doing that. Remind your body and your mind that you are safe, even outside of your comfort zone. Remembering who you are. When you really need to dig into your courage, you have to remember who you are. You have already done something that is one of the greatest courageous things you can do, and that's starting your own business. That's following your own path. And you started this business for a reason, to make a difference, to take control of your life, to build something that matters. That mission deserves your courage. You deserve your courage. You're not here to play small. You're here to build a business with heart. And that means reinforcing it with brave, intentional action. Okay. I hope you feel ready to step into your courage and do one really big, brave thing today. So let's wrap up with 3 biggest takeaways that you can take with you today. Courage isn't a personality trait. It's not something that you're born with. It's a decision. It's about choosing to move forward even when fear tags along for the ride. Fear isn't going anywhere. It will be there. Acknowledge it, invite it along, and do it anyway. You don't need to be fearless to act. You need to normalize that fear and move anyway. Every brave step builds your belief and your business. Back yourself. And number 3, reinforcing with courage doesn't have to be loud. It just has to be consistent. One bold action at a time. And if you want support, strategy, and a whole lot of brave joy while you do the work, you know where I'll be inside the Joy Work Club, the community, or the Joy Work Members Club, my membership. Both are a space for bold business owners to get clear, get strategic, and get it done together, with a lot more accountability, implementation, and coaching in the Members Club. If today's episode resonated with you, please like, follow, share, and review. It does make the biggest difference to who sees this podcast, allows me to keep doing it, and allows me to keep bringing the joy. And maybe you want to send it to someone who might need it, who might just need a little courage pill today. And until next time, keep choosing courage, keep reinforcing your dream with bold action, and keep doing the joy work. I'll see you later on this week with one of our wonderful guest episodes.